This could be the start of something that ultimately saves your marriage one day. This is a video I absolutely need you to watch with your partner, regardless of where you're at in your marriage. Maybe things are great, or maybe one of you is unhappy. Would you both do something crazy for me? Would you get a sheet of paper, and would you each make a list of what makes you feel loved the most? And let me tell you what's going to happen. One of you is going to absolutely love this idea. So if that's you, your spouse already knows that you're that person. So you don't need to make it more obvious than it already is. And I know you feel like you've already told them 500 times, but just do me a favor, we're going to tell them one more time without any bitterness or resentment. Now on the other side, there's usually a spouse who thinks this is unnecessary at best and stupid at worst. And I get that, I really do. But I need you to know this isn't stupid, and I pray that you realize that before it's too late. You have someone next to you that just wants a great relationship with you. They don't have a malicious intent here. They don't want you to feel like a failure. They aren't trying to shame you. They just want the best relationship possible. And that can't happen unless both of you are prioritizing how each other feels loved most. Whatever they write down, they aren't saying you are bad. They're saying this is how I feel close to another human, and I want that human to be you. If you have a major issue with something that they write down, that's perfectly fine. But if you value this relationship, you need to talk with a professional about that, because simply ignoring it or avoiding it will only cause the relationship to suffer. Okay, back to the spouse that's super excited about this exercise. Don't overwhelm them with information. I know you could write a list of like 50 things that make you feel loved and you would prefer them to start implementing them yesterday. I get that, but sometimes you have to play to your audience. You know what I mean? So let's start small. Give them 5 specific examples of what they could do that would make you feel loved. Don't say, be more affectionate. They don't know what that means to you. Say, I love it when you give me non-sexual affection. Kiss me. Hug me when you pass by. Tell me I'm beautiful. Text me that you're thinking about me without any pressures of sex later. Tell me why you love me, not just that you love me. Don't say, prioritize me. They don't know what that means to you. Say, I love it when you prioritize me by. Maybe it's through gifts. Maybe it's through taking you on surprise dates. Maybe it's through actually listening to you and getting curious about your inner world. Maybe it's working less overtime and being intentional about quality time together. Whatever it is, you need to be specific. To the spouse who isn't great at this exercise, you need to know something. Sometimes it's hard for you to think of what you need to feel loved. Sometimes it takes an exercise like this to realize we aren't really in tune with our feelings and needs. But I'm just telling you, if you're not emotionally present within yourself, and I'm not judging you here, I'm just saying if you're disconnected with yourself, it's almost impossible to be connected and close to someone else. And that's absolutely contributing to the conflict and the tension that you're feeling in your relationships. I'm not saying you're the problem, I'm just saying this is something you need to be aware of. So I'll give you some help if you can't think of anything. You love being appreciated. You love when they tell you that you're getting it right instead of what you're getting wrong. Maybe you love independence. Maybe you love feeling desired by your partner. So talk about that stuff. They do things that you love, so tell them specifically what they do so they can do more of it. Then comes the hard part. Do what's on each other's list for 1 week. Don't take this information and then forget to do it. Do what needs to be done so that you remember. Create the habits, set the reminders, Sharpie it on your arm. I don't care. Treat it as important because it is. If you can't show them love in the ways that they feel it loved for 7 days without forgetting, if you don't even want to do this exercise, then relationships aren't for you. And you need to do this person a favor and end it and allow them to start over with someone who actually cares. For the rest of you, do what's on the list. It's that simple. Go overboard. This is how trust and intimacy and emotional connection are either built or destroyed. It's the small moments of learning about each other and then showing up for them. Saying, it's not just words. I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to love you in the ways that you feel loved the most because I value you. It's possible. And it might be the catalyst that brings life and hope back into your relationship that was possibly headed in a bad direction. And if you end up fighting about this stuff, then you just need to stop doing anything until you can get help from a professional. But my hope is that your relationship is in a better place at the end of these 7 days and you decide, let's not get lazy on this stuff. Let's keep doing it. Because you can choose that, and trust me, it's better than whatever you were doing before. Good luck, and let me know how this goes.